Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo. What's the dilly? What's the dilly? Proof. Holla at me. What's good?
What's the format, baby? Like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to the Broken Mute Button Network as always. What's
Yes, sir.
happening,
Yes,
man?
sir. Ain't nothing, man. First off and foremost, B, I just randomly, like, Shorty just hit me. I'm like, yo, I gotta talk to you later. Wow. I'm doing the podcast. Don't nobody watch that shit. You just be doing shit for no reason. Uh,
Oh wow, that's
clip,
crazy.
clip.
Clip, clip. That's no support right there. We don't need that energy.
I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, it's better than talking to you right now.
Yeah. So are we pause handing out anything for this? All
Nah, we just gonna move on, man. I just had to get that
right,
off me.
cool. Okay, I was just following your
Yeah,
lead on it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Wherever you
yeah,
was gonna
yeah.
go, I was willing to take it. Pause.
Nah, actually, yeah, we gotta, man, let's send out a fucking mute button, Miss Shorty, man.
Yeah,
We gonna,
mute
we gonna, we
button.
gonna keep the name, we gonna keep the name disclosed and all that, but we definitely send
Know
her a mute button. Mute
what I'm
it.
saying?
Mute it. All
I
right, what's
bet
up,
you should
though?
go watch it now. Ain't shit. What's happening though? You
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
send it to
saying?
her. She better watch
What's
it.
good though? I heard you got some questions and some shit that you wanted to talk about, man.
Um, well, not necessarily, but like necessarily. I,
Hmm.
it was kind of a take that what I was thinking about, and I feel like it's been coming up in conversations with like friends and mutual conversations that I or even stuff that I see online. And one of it is do you think within our culture or just within the let's say urban culture, right? Like do you think there's a situation where you have um the because I feel like the younger dudes okay. First, all right, before I get there, I'm sorry, I scramble and I hate doing this. All right, let me get to what I want to say. First off and foremost, let me ask you this: do you feel like um, the younger generation are as are being guided? Let me see, necessarily by the older generation. And when I speak about this, I mean men and women in general. But men, let's
So
talk about men. Let's talk about men first of all.
so as far as the guidance, you got to look at it. You got to think about it like as far as like us growing up. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be niggas that's going to be knuckleheads. There's going to be times where we don't listen. I'm assuming that's what you're kind of like saying as far as like guidance, as far as like the younger generation and shit like that, you know? But it's just now it's just even worse. They really ain't listening because now the more the generation comes to a new generation, the less of the older generation listen. It's strange. Excuse me. Let me start that over. The more the generation comes a new generation, the less they're more likely to listen because the generation prior probably listened less likely than the generation prior than that. If that makes sense to you, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
because we
saying?
didn't listen.
Exactly. So it's like they're probably gonna.
But
They
niggas,
always say,
no,
"Yeah,
but no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I
yeah,
apologize.
yeah, no,
Continue.
yeah."
Oh, I no. The thing is that we didn't listen, but like at least there were people saying it. So like certain shit, even if you're not listening, like it's just going certain things are going to catch on just because like I feel like they like it was being preached to us. Do
Yeah.
you feel like it's being do you feel like we're doing like I feel like I'm in that age group now. I think you are as well. But do you feel like we're doing that for the younger dudes?
Um, I say that there might be chances where we may have conversation with them, but I feel like for us, our generation, we just be like, fuck it, quicker than the generation prior to us. You know what I'm saying? All right, these
But
little niggas
why?
don't want to.
But why are we saying fuck it? Do you think? Okay, so boom. So now we build up to the main question: is do you feel like older dudes are competing with the young dudes? So you can't really tell it. You can't tell a little nigga something because you is competition or you trying to get him out or something like that. How you feel about that?
That's actually kind of That's actually kind of a crazy way to kind of think about it because you got some niggas that do compete with younger niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some niggas who show love to the younger niggas. And then you got some niggas that's a little bit too extra when it comes to showing love to the younger niggas. Just cause they will get you know what, fuck it.
No,
Cause
no,
you
no.
got
Yeah,
some
let's go.
yeah,
Keep.
cause you got
Yeah.
some niggas, just cause they see a younger nigga getting more money than them and shit, more money than them or doing a little bit better than them and shit like that. They feel like they need to call the niggas like big brother, treat them like they're they big brother or they big homie. And when the older nigga is older than the younger nigga who's getting it more than him, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that's kind of goofy and kind of crazy in that aspect. But as far as like, it could be wishy washy as far as like if um if the older generation is competing with the newer generation is definitely competing with the older generation because they definitely the newer generation always want to outdo the older generation. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You don't think so?
I mean, compete or like strive to like
So
you
have
gotta
you ever?
understand like yeah what
So let me ask you: have you ever told your moms or your pops before that your generation was better than theirs?
no
No, I definitely have.
I don't feel that way.
I've definitely told my uncle that shit too.
I mean whether see the thing is see I also respect like the certain
hmm We
innuendos
learn,
and stuff
yeah,
that
we learn a lot from them.
but not just that. I mean, just the time that they was in, my nigga. Like, yo,
hmm
bro, I would have loved to be like, nigga, all that coke and crack that was out and brownstones that was
Wait, what?
selling for $10,000, nigga. Nigga, it would have been
Niggas,
on and popping.
wait, hold on,
I would have got
hold
it
on.
popping for the family, for the future generation, nigga. Like this shit would have been dropping,
Yo, that nigga
popping.
crazy. Niggas was dropping bodies like crazy. It would have been really survival of the fittest, especially in the environment that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
just we lucky we luckily for us niggas was like babies and growing into
but it was
toddlers
like that.
into
But
that
same
era.
thing, like when you growing up, like when we was growing up, it was wild. Like it's wild in every era. You just got to know how
Yeah,
to move, right? Like
yeah. That era was
right,
super wild low.
yeah, it was.
It was damn near the
I,
wild wild
I
west. You know what I'm saying? And those abandoned buildings, we had them, but by the time we was older, them shits was no longer abandoned buildings. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
nigga, we had yes, they was, nigga. All them like
Where
well,
at?
we said when we
Well,
was old.
I
Nah, 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 nah.
yeah, once you got older, yeah, them shits was no longer when we was younger,
Nah,
definitely.
it was still a lot of I not as many. It was like
Mm-hmm.
here, it was not buildings, maybe brownstones and shit like that, but not
Nigga,
like
I
full
remember.
a lot of full buildings.
I don't
When we
know
was
if you
younger, it was
remember.
full buildings.
I don't know if you remember when like if you go down between when you take Hamilton towards when it turns into Broadway between 138th and 130. Is it 137th or 136? Well, it's between all those blocks, and you remember they had that not the island, but the school was right there with the playground. I think
192.
yeah, PS 192. Um, so when you walk down that shit, remember where they used to have like all the homeless and the crackheads there? How fucked up
Mm-hmm.
that shit was. They used to, but one thing they did, if they saw a child, they definitely put their crack away because them niggas used to be like child alert. They'll warn everybody so that way they can put their shit away.
Well, I don't remember that, but yeah, I
They
mean,
definitely did that shit,
maybe
bro. I
they ain't
remember
never
that
think
shit
I
a
was
lot
a
of
child.
times. Yeah,
But fuck them niggas.
you had a mustache when you was like fucking 10.
Anyway, yo, so like, what is this nigga talking about, man? Like, yo. Yo, all right,
Hey, but go
so
ahead.
all right, but all right, in my opinion, I feel like um young older dudes are competing with younger dudes. And like but first, like to get back to what you were saying when you was like you feel like younger dudes are competing with older dudes, I feel like they should as they should be or not necessarily competing like we're not in competition. Like we should be in the mode where we're able to school and and teach and stuff like that, or at least coexist. But like, I feel like the older dudes at this point, like niggas are in competition, bro. Niggas is in the clubs, niggas is trying to fuck the same bitches on social media and doing. And I remember feeling like this when I was younger too. Like, yo, why y'all old niggas over here? Like, there's mad bitches over here, like, oh, everywhere. Like, why y'all over here trying to fuck our bitches? Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be thinking that when I was in college on campus, cause I'm like,
Now
bro,
that goes back to what I just said, what you just said right now. The younger niggas is always competing with the older niggas. That's what I just said. You know what I'm saying?
nah, that's not competing. We doing our thing. Like, we in our own space. Why the fuck are y'all here doing like this? Is like none of y'all like, bro. You went here already. You don't go here no more. You can't like stop
Mm-hmm.
trying to fuck our bitches.
And you don't think you don't think that's the younger niggas competing with the older niggas?
No, they our bitches, nigga. They our age. These bitches is in our like you.
But you know, a lot of these women like older
Well,
niggas
I'm
any
compete.
fucking way.
No, but my point is, I'm competing with you, and I shouldn't be competing with you because you should be on a whole different plateau and platform at this particular point.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are competing with us, but by default, they should not be. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're in competition with them, and it shouldn't be that way. Like, why? Like, why should like, bro? Like, if I go to a college campus. None of these niggas got to worry about me fucking none of them little bitches on the campus, nigga. I'm not trying to fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to throw money
Yeah.
or none of that dumb shit. Like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. I can dig it. I can dig it.
I'm just saying, for me, like, you know what I mean? Well, so, like, but I feel like, like, it's a different time, or, like, the niggas is in the clubs, but, you want to go to the most popping joint every night and all
Yeah.
day, and, like, you come out, you boss up, you ball out, you do your thing. But like, I feel like you shouldn't be like, you should always want to at least school a young nigga that you see. Like, you shouldn't be in so much in competition where you can't put a nigga on the game
Yeah.
because you feel like he gonna take your spot or something, or he, I don't know, whatever the fuck you niggas like that feel like. I don't understand that
Yeah.
that emotion, but whatever
I
that
mean,
is.
I still, like I said, I still think it could be like one of those things where it's like it could go both ways with it because I definitely think the younger niggas compete with the older niggas because the younger niggas is quick to call the old nigga, just like how an old nigga quick to call a young nigga a fucking young dumb nigga or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
how are young niggas competing with old niggas? Gotta explain that to me.
they feel like they need to kind of outdo what an older nigga might have done or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For example, let's this might be, I don't know if you may think this is a good example. Think of Avon Barksdale and Marlo.
Okay.
How the older nigga, how he was probably a little, they felt the younger nigga felt the nigga was probably a little more outdated, and he started taking over his shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know
No.
what you
Okay.
think?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But that's not. I mean, that's Okay. Is that competition? Yeah, maybe. But also, is that not just one of those things where you just gotta sit down, bro? Like, is Kobe not competing with Mike or AI? The AI not crossover Mike at some, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, yo,
That's
like,
the
of
younger
course,
nigga competing with the old
no,
nigga.
but I have to compute. I'm fucking out here, and at some point you gonna have to sit down, my nigga, because you can't do this forever. And you do have to just relax sometimes and be like, all right, I gotta pass the torch to the little young nigga. He know what he doing. He doing his thing. Let me fall back. Older niggas don't know how to do that. Now my thing is like, all right, now if you want to go to that, like, all right, now that's a little different. You always gonna be in competition with anybody that wants a spot, that the top spot. That's what you just pretty much put up, like a situation of it ain't had nothing to
Mm-hmm.
do with old nigga, young nigga. That shit was just Marlon wanted the top spot. Nigga, it could have been anybody. I could have been a young nigga.
And the young
Like,
nigga was doing, and the young nigga he was moving a different way too, and everything
but
than
that
the
was
old
just for
niggas.
the
How the old niggas was moving.
yeah, but that was just for the top spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
but um, but as
Young
far
niggas
as
always think
competing,
they could do it better than the. Not to cut you off, but the young niggas always think they could do it better than the old niggas or than the older niggas because we
but why
definitely thought we
shouldn't
could do
they?
it better.
But why shouldn't they?
Exactly. That's why. That's where the whole competing with them come in. You feel me?
No, that's not competing. That's when the old niggas don't want to give it up and say, "Okay, you go,"
But if it's working for the old nigga, then why he need how to give it up? Pause.
because it's time, nigga. It's time.
Who's to say it's time?
The young nigga here, that's that with the new shit,
So
with
it's
the new
competed,
ideas.
bro. What the fuck are
No,
you talking about? Yo, that's
bro, but that's
competed.
yes, yes, but it's competing because the old nigga wants to compete. He don't have to. Sometimes you could gracefully bow out and do what you do. Like
but,
you could fall back
but
down
what
to
he's
two or
doing
three.
is working though. You know what I'm saying? We're saying that what the old niggas doing is working. Whatever it is he may ever be doing. Why should he have to sit down and whatever he's doing is working and it's still working even with him as an older nigga?
It can't be working like that if the new nigga is pushing in, bro. Pause. Like if you talk about that scenario, it can't be working like that if the new nigga pushing in. He only pushing in because he gaining power and he gaining influence because of the way he's moving.
There's a
Otherwise, he falling in line. Bro, come on, and you know that, and nobody's gonna push over that. But it comes a time and point to where you not. It's like, yo, bro, like, come on.
so you watch BMF? You watch BMF?
Yeah,
So you don't think that Henry thinks she could do it better than her pops, Braxton?
yes, no, but that's no, my nigga.
You
That's
don't
not.
think
He
so?
gave
All right.
her. No, that's him. Gotti, Gotti. Okay, what you're trying to say is somebody, somebody trying to prove a point that they are worthy of doing something, and somebody trying to compete with you is two different things. A young nigga is only going to compete with you if he has to compete with you, bro. If he respect, and I'm period, bro.
I feel like a young nigga's always trying to sit the older niggas down because we were like that.
Yeah,
You know
cause
what
what
I'm
is he
saying?
supposed? No, but no, no,
So
but
that's
yeah, no,
competing,
but got it,
bro. Y'all in
got
the
it,
comments let us
got
know
it,
what y'all think for sure.
got it, got it, got
Go
it.
ahead.
Okay, he has to. You know why? Because it's his turn now. It's his turn.
Okay.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be here talking that shit.
So you saying you trying to say the old nigga should force himself out of the game, even if it ain't even working for the old nigga the younger nigga trying to
You
force
should have
you out.
been good already. No, my point is, if you're not good already and you fucked up, then that's on you. And then now you got to compete with the young. I'm just saying it happens like that, but you don't have to. Like sometimes you can just be like, all right, it's cool, but if you don't want to go on all right, I'm gonna just let you run shit and blah 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 type of time, then
Yeah,
nigga, you gonna have to get in line. Then you gonna have to stand up and fight, right? And you
yeah.
know, quote unquote. I mean,
I could dig it, man. We gonna have to agree to disagree because I think this is kind of wishy washy. You know what I'm saying? We're never gonna agree that the I don't feel that the young niggas, the old niggas, should be forced to sit down. You know what I'm
you're not.
saying? The young
You
niggas got
shouldn't
to
be
show
forced to sit down.
the
What you
young
mean?
nigga. Like you say that the young, you sound like the old niggas should be forced to sit down. It sounds like that's my takeaway. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what I'm saying is like sometimes like niggas don't have enough respect for whatever game that they in. I don't know. I'm not talking about the drug game and nothing like that. I'm just talking
Mm,
about like just the respect of like the game of life in the sense to where like you've had this amount of time to do X, Y, Z and do like this, that, and the third, and then now it's like you want to impede on this young man who's doing the same thing. And I'm not
yeah,
saying you're always going to be competing. I'm not saying don't compete, but at the same time, you should be given game
yeah,
as opposed to trying to keep game away and helping this person build to be better is what I'm
yeah.
getting at. Because the young nigga gonna think he better anyway. So why not give him the game so that he can actually be that way?
Yeah,
He's gonna
I
think
can
so
dig
anyway.
it.
So
Yeah.
like and go about it. So at least if the motherfucker gonna listen, like he can actually get it and really flip it because everything gets better.
Them
Basketball gets better. Rap gets like
niggas
you.
listen less. Niggas said the rap. Yeah. All right, cool. Cool.
All right,
Cool.
man. Anyway, B. But that's our time, man. Check us out, B. Like and subscribe. What's the format, baby?
You already know. Episode 27. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.